Well, a lot of people would say to you, it's easy for you to say you got a rich family.
They would say that. To this day, I haven't got one rich cent from no rich families.
You got no money from your grandparents?
Never got money from
Really?
Never got money from my family, ever. I bought all my own stuff myself.
That's fucking crazy,
But at the end of the day, is like if I tell somebody that, so I'm blue in the face, they don't care. They don't want to hear it.
Yeah.
So that's why I came out with the silver spoon. I got it, because people want to hear what they want to hear.
Mm-hmm. Tell the story about that for people who don't know about it.
The auto trader stuff?
Yeah.
Well, my grandfather started Auto Trader, the car magazine. I got sent to boarding school when I was in 5th grade. You know.
By the way, they didn't mention that once in the Vice article, I don't think.
Well, they said a little something in there about that I kind of like, you know, have my family that, you know, my grandfather sold Auto Trader, made a lot of money. But the difference is about that is anybody whose family who's watching this has real money, they don't really want nobody else being as rich as them or powerful as them. It's just kind of like anything in the world. So with me, I went my own route, did my own way, got my own tattoos, built my own brand. Now, that's not to say one day when, you know, my mother's still alive, you know, I wouldn't want my mom to ever pass away for me to make any money, you know what I'm saying? But my mom's goal is not to just give me her money. Like, my mom had to work hard in her life, and she got money when my grandfather died. She was left property. So if somebody leaves you a lot of property, hasn't been taken care of, well then, first of all, you got to pay the inheritance tax. It's a fire sale on that property. So your property might be worth $10 million, but they know you can't afford to keep that property. Mm-hmm. So we'll give you $2.5 million. Then you got to pay taxes, and that's through the roof right now. So my biggest thing was I went to Admiral Farragut Academy. It was a military private school. Went there in 5th grade. I lived in that school until I was a senior. So I wasn't at home eating lollipops like everybody wants to say. I was living in a military dorm boarding school. Now, the military wasn't the toughest aspect of it. We just marched around with little rifles. It wasn't like we really did push-ups and sit-ups and all this stuff all day. And but one thing Farragut did teach me is to be a people person. Like, I could talk to any kind of person. You had kids from all over the world there, all different races. You know, it taught you that, like a melting pot of people. I never held nothing against my parents sending me there. You know, it was cool. Like, I liked living with my friends anyways. But 5th grade's kind of young to leave your family behind and not go see your family anymore. I never really went home for holidays. You know what I'm saying? I've always been kind of distant. Now I have a good relationship with my mom when I'm older. I think it's because I always wanted to do the way I wanted to do it. And not everybody's going to see that. Not everybody's going to see your vision. Sometimes you got to make your own vision and people see it in the long run. And I'm glad nobody gave me any money because I wouldn't be where I was today. I would have got some money and blown it. I don't do no drugs. I don't drink. I don't do none of this stuff. I'm just a businessman that works hard at everything that I do. And if somebody would have gave me an easy ticket, I probably would be the man I am right now. I wouldn't be.
Yeah.
I'd rather work for mine. It feels good to have a Rolls Royce before I got inheritance. Feels good to have more than one Rolls Royce before I got inheritance. Feels good to have big Trump trucks. Feels good to be able to.
You got multiple Rolls Royces?
Yeah. Feels good to give people, you know, my team pay for their music videos, help their stuff come together. It feels good to be able to work for different people and just say, hey, you know what? I'm going to put some money into you, and this is what you want to do. I believe in you. Like I do to people. Feels good to take care of, you know, parents coming to me all the time saying, hey, my kid's a huge supporter of you, and I'm glad that you don't curse like that in your music anymore, and I'm glad that you got a positive message from my children. You know, kid was getting bullied here at Seminole, right here at middle school. I picked him up in the Trump truck. They were getting bullied because they like Trump. So I came and picked him up in the Trump truck. All the kids saw the truck, thought it was...
A middle schooler was getting bullied because he likes Trump?
Right here. She was a female. I went and picked him up. There's just a lot of stuff I do for people, you know, just little small things that I don't need no flowers or no rewards for them. It's stuff I do because I want to do it. Not a lot of people did it for me when I was younger. So my thing is now, if I see someone really wants to do something, okay, if you want to rap, you one of my homeboys, I'm not going to give you 20 bands to rap with, but I'll buy you 1,000 of your CDs and pay for your video and see how hard you want to work. Mm-hmm. Let's see if you really want to do what I'm doing. You know what I mean? You got to understand this is more marketing and advertisement than just being a great artist. You got to have a brand, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you're definitely a good marketer. That's one thing for sure.
I did crazy things with the marketing. You know, I was hanging billboards up. You know what I mean? Merchandise, This is the way I just do my things different. So, like, if I hang a billboard up that cost me $8,000, people would say, oh, wow, so I spent $8,000 on a billboard. Well, the next billboard, I might cut it in half and charge 5 companies $5,000 each. That's $25,000. I made $17,000 on my second billboard. Mm-hmm. Then I keep throwing billboards up. If I make a merchandise T-shirt like they used to do in the back of the day and put all the sponsors on the back of it, $750 to $1,000. I print a shirt up. I used to think about how I'm going to make this shirt make me $10,000 in sales. I just sold $10,000 in advertisement on that shirt before it even hit the streets.
Yeah, you got crazy merch too.
Just, you know,
Are you
just
selling
like,
a shitload of merch?
Yeah, merch goes good. You know what I'm saying? Just like with my music. So if I sell my CDs for $10, I won't sign an autograph for less than another $10. I sell my album for $20. All my albums sold for $20. All my fans support me. They buy the album. I double my income and my net worth writing my name.
How did you connect with Rick Ross?
Rick Ross, I've always been a fan of Rick Ross.
How did you initially get a hold of him?
I'm going to tell you. So Rick Ross has always been my idol. And the biggest thing is when I finally got to meet Ross and do the song, like the worst thing I've realized in this music industry or any industry is like meeting your idols with their capes off. That's why when I met Trump, I was like, please be who I think you are. Because I mean, I'm going to war for you out here.
Yeah.
So when I met Rick Ross, you know, for the years I was making these songs, you know, like they were comparing me to white Rick Ross. I made a song called Rick Ross. And people were like, oh, you're clout chasing, bro. You've been on Ross for like 4 or 5 years. He ain't going to rock with you. And I just kept getting on Instagram, and I used to inbox it to everybody and say, yo, tag Rich forever, tag Rich forever, tag Rich forever. They might not like it or see it, but if 500 people tag you, no matter how famous you are, you're going to see it. Mm-hmm. So I just kept doing that for years and years and years. Then I started doing some features with people close to him, like Young Breed, and artists that he had that were like his homeboys around him. Take him over here to Florida, put him on the yacht, shoot a dope video, give him a real great look, almost better than the look they were getting with the labels. So I would get his attention through that. Then Ross started doing the checkers and the Wingstops. So I started pulling up to like driving to Miami. Ross would be on Snapchat and say, yo, tomorrow I'm opening up this checkers here. Boom, boom, boom. Here's the address. Pull up. Well, a lot of people don't think that's saying pull up and get a record deal. Pull up. They want to pull up when it's benefit for them, not for him. So I knew I'm going to support you. So I just kept going to those. And then we ended up started chopping it up. Then I said I got a song called Vanilla Sprite with Vanilla Ice. I'd like to get you on it. So he gave me his people's number. I sent him the song. I was, you know, one time people were saying like, you know, we were going to do a deal, we were going to sign. And then I got everything done before that. So I was like, I'm going to stay independent. So I put the song out. Even like Vanilla Ice. At one time, people don't understand how I met Vanilla Ice. Like Vanilla Ice, I waited at airports for him to get off airplanes. That's how I met Vanilla Ice.
You waited at the airport. How did you know he was landing on? How did you know he was on his way there?
R.I.P. my boy Guy. But my boy Guy used to do some like TMZ type thing where, and then autographs.
Yeah, you told me this. Yeah.
So like what he would do, he was there the day we all met. He died recently. He just
really?
died. Yeah. He was in the first video out there with us in the back of the car, remember? With all the tattoos on his back, big guy. Mm-hmm. He would meet everybody that was famous.
He's the dude who rode with us.
Rode with us there. He's passed away. He died like 6 months ago. Crazy.
Fuck, that sucks.
So one of my great friends. But he would do getting autographs. So like companies would pay for his autographs. So he would get out there. They would say, okay, hey, this person's going here and go there this week and try to get what you can get, and they cash it out. So he got real good with all the people. So he used to always give Vanilla Ice his autographs, and he'd be like, Vanilla Ice usually does a show on Saturday night, Friday night. Vanilla Ice is crazy popular. You know what I'm saying? People, if they don't realize it, they need to. Like Ice Ice Baby's the #1 rap selling song in the world ever. You know what I mean? He's constantly doing shows nonstop. So my boy was like, yo, we go to West Palm Airport. Vanilla Ice flies in every Sunday. And I used to always be like, yeah. He's like, bro, every Sunday. So I went there one Sunday, saw him, said, what's up? Went there the next Sunday and was like, yo, Vanilla Ice came to me and said, look, man, I respect your grind. Here's a list of all my dates on my tour. Anyone you at, you can perform with me. I never did this before. But anyone you show up to, I'm going to let you rock the stage with me. Like, y'all went with me to the show. And when we got there, even in that first video, I was still figuring out, okay, cameras on, cameras off. All right, we talked to him because it wasn't, the relationship wasn't even fully built then. It was just, nobody gave me an opportunity like this. I'm going to give it to you because you earned it.
Right. That was before the whole like Trump thing took off. That was before you started like the Trump rebrand.
Yeah, well, Silver Spoon was out.
Silver Spoon was out, yep.
So Silver Spoon was out.
That's true, that's true.
It was out. But Vanilla Ice and me have great music together still. We did a Ride the Horse Since Then, 8 million views. We did a song called Rodeo. Me and him did a song with Kodak Black. He's not political rapper by what so means. You know what I'm saying? I respect
Kodak?
No, Vanilla Ice. Kodak rocks MAGA like crazy.
Oh, yeah.